The Pixel 10 Pro XL is nearly here, and the main question is whether Google's fresh Tensor G5 processor will finally make it powerful enough to rival other premium smartphones. On paper, it looks encouraging, but actual benchmark outcomes tell a more complicated story. Google is preparing to officially unveil the Pixel 10 range on August 20th. The key highlight this year is, unsurprisingly, the new Tensor G5 chip. What sets this processor apart is that it's the very first one Google has crafted entirely in-house without Samsung's involvement. Even more notable is that it's being manufactured by TSMC, the same company responsible for Apple's A-series chips and Qualcomm's Snapdragon line, a fact that already gave fans plenty of optimism. For years, Pixel devices have been criticized for lagging in sheer performance. Earlier Tensor processors, co-developed with Samsung, consistently trail Qualcomm and Apple in benchmarks. So, once people learned Google was moving to TSMC, many assumed this would finally be the breakthrough year. At last, Google could narrow the performance gap. Yet new benchmark leaks indicate reality may not fully match those hopes. The Pixel 10 Pro XL recently showed up on Antutu, one of the most widely used benchmarking platforms. It scored 1,140,286 points. That's a respectable 15% increase compared to last year's Pixel 9 Pro XL, which managed 983,628. On its own, that's solid growth. A year-over-year jump of more than 150,000 points is worth noticing. The issue arises when you compare those figures with other top-tier phones of 2025. For instance, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite, which powers many flagship Androids this year, delivers results that make the Tensor G5 seem modest. The Red Magic 10 Pro leads the table with a massive 2,662,615 points. Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra follows with 2,164,612. That means Google's latest processor is not just slightly behind. It's trailing by over 1 million points against the strongest Android rivals. And that places the Pixel 10 Pro XL in a difficult position. It raises the question, is this truly quick enough for a phone priced alongside other premium devices? Reactions from enthusiasts have been mixed. Some were thrilled when they heard Google was shifting to TSMC, expecting a dramatic jump closer to Qualcomm or Apple's levels. Others, however, argue benchmark scores don't paint the entire picture. Pixel handsets have never been about raw horsepower. Instead, they emphasize Google's distinctive advantages like advanced AI tools, exceptional cameras, and clean software. In fact, Google has been very clear about this. Last year, a product management lead, Sonia Jobin-Putra, explained that the company doesn't design chips to dominate benchmarks. Instead, it builds them for efficiency and for experiences that matter most to Pixel customers. That means faster photo rendering, smarter speech recognition, and better battery life. So, while the Tensor G5 may not top Snapdragon in speed, it could still provide an excellent user experience, since the average phone owner isn't running benchmarks all day. Most people rely on their devices for social apps, messaging, browsing, and photography. For those tasks, even the older Tensor G4 was already more than capable. That's why Pixel users rarely complain about their devices feeling sluggish. In fact, most praise the smooth performance and the extra AI features that set Pixel apart. But there's another angle here. Not everyone is a typical user. Power users and mobile gamers care heavily about raw speed. For them, the Pixel 10 Pro XL might not be the best pick. If you want maximum performance, the Red Magic 10 Pro or Galaxy S25 Ultra clearly offer far more. And this matters more now because Google is asking flagship-level prices for its handsets. The Pixel line was once considered a value option, offering brilliant cameras and software at lower costs. But with the Pixel 10 Pro XL, Google now asks buyers to spend as much as they would on a Samsung Galaxy or even an iPhone. At that cost, people will expect comparable performance. So, while the Tensor G5 certainly improves on last year, it may still leave some users unsatisfied. For loyal Pixel fans, the chip will likely serve well. They'll still get